are recording. Welcome to Erock Vapes. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome YouTubers, vapors, and vapors. Almost said it again. Vapors and vaping voyeurs. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm finishing a line of products. I'll still have from a company called Anais or Anais. Hopefully I didn't say it wrong. It's Anais, as you can see right there. You can check them out on UD Vape. This will be one of the last products that I'm still testing. One, their RDTA/RDA. Still testing that one, so that one might be another week before I have that. But today we're going to be going over this beast right here. Now this is in rainbow, but this is a tank by them called Hurricane. The coil reads 0.37 ohms, and I cannot even get a decent vape off of it until I hit at least 110, and that's actually what they recommend. And I will say, once you reach 110 to 120, puts out a freaking awesome vape. Good flavor, clouds for days. Of course, it should be when you can see all the way to the bottom. White bore all the way through. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you a couple of images here. Then we're going to go down. I'm going to go ahead and I happen to have gotten two. Keeping the rainbow, but I will be giving away the silver one. For those who've been watching the videos, you'll know I have juice and a couple other things, and along with this, the extra one that I'm going to show you, the silver one, I'll have for giveaway. But I'll be announcing that in a different video. But yeah, this company here, the Hurricane tank, I was already impressed with the Will tank. The Will tank that they had, that has that coil. It looks like just, like someone took a spring out of something, and really great for Nick Salt juices, though. Really great. And of course, I went over the Aegis mod. Proved its durability by day 2 when I dropped it, and then by day 4 when I actually dropped it on concrete, proved its durability even worse. Even after, in that second time, it bounced all over the place. That's the worst I got. 2 nicks, 1 on each corner. Anyway, here today for the Hurricane. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and show you some images here. First, comes in a couple different color options here. Excuse me. As you can see, you have the rainbow, stainless, and black. Excuse me. Now, if you also notice, they do actually have a TPD and a standard version. So for those of you that are in the UK, they do have one that is 2 mil, and they both come with a 0.2 ohm coil with one extra 0.4 ohm coil, glass tube, O-rings, etc., etc., etc. And the standard version is a 4 mil, which is what I'm using, and the stainless steel is 4 mil. That's one that I'll be putting in a giveaway. So, excuse me, back here, I don't believe there was anything else. I accidentally showed this in the previous video, so might as well show it when I'm supposed to. As you can see, broken apart, it's real simple. You got this top piece, Ultim, complete Ultim mouthpiece, the top cap, then you get the glass, the coil head, base. Standard tanks, if you've ever seen the standard tank. But it's not standard once you get to them coils. And this is something we're going to go ahead and go down and take a look. So, this is, and you know what, I'm actually just going to go ahead and prop this up a little bit so you get a better Excuse the woo. Didn't want to show all that kind of personal business. Say we don't want to see your bed. So, give me a second. And I don't think I can actually find anything. Ah, well. Let's just get on with it, shall we? Maybe just a little more light would help the situation, though. Bing. Comes in this nice little box. And I like to give credit where credit's due. No, we don't buy it for the box. But I still like I still like it when they take into consideration. You get the tank. And then underneath is where you'll find all the other stuff. Oops. Your O-rings, extra O-rings. More. And the extra glass tube. And I've got to show you guys this coil. It's just a beast. I can see why they call this the Hurricane. There's the user manual. Same picture I already showed you. How to fill it. Kind of remind. And of course, nice little warning. Just letting you know that, when you're using it for the first time, let it sit for a couple minutes. Give it some time. I'm going to take all this out of the way. And let me... what I consider the star of the show is actually this coil. Let me tell you what. Excuse me. I'm just going to turn it one direction. It is just... I mean, I got some calipers on the way, but that is just... Hello? I feel like I could just, have somebody the other side just take a picture of their face still. That is completely wide open. Beautiful. Actual beautiful work on that coil. Real good round juice feeds there. And I'm just telling you, this thing is a beast. Absolute freaking beast. So, I actually, and I'm not usually a big fan of the Ultim ones, but I actually like this whole, of course this is new, so there we go. Had to take it off camera for a second, get a little good grip on it. And it just comes right off. Smooth as butter. I've had to refill the other one that I've been using for a good week and a half now. And that was about the only thing that kind of concerned me. And that's the only recommendation I would make. It's one thing to have this Ultim, full Ultim like this, but it just scares me when the threading is Ultim instead of being like a steel insert or something in there, and that being what goes on here. But so far I've had no issues out of the one I've been using. But Anais, however you pronounce it, please forgive me. That's about the only thing I'd recommend on that, honestly, because this is it. This is your drip tip. There is no extra drip tips in here, as you can see. So this is what you get. Very wide, easy to use. Fill ports. Look at that, all the way straight down to the bottom. I mean, it's just literally one wide bore straight through. And that, honestly, I don't think it closes up at any point. So that's why they call it the Hurricane. But surprisingly enough, honestly, when I'm using this even wide open, I don't get, it's not too airy. And I think that has to do with the fact that even though they had that wide bore, airflow here, airflow there, but look how small that is. So that was very, very well thought, very well done. Wasn't a big fan of this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And this is something maybe you guys, company, if you're listening, please. I wasn't a big fan of how they did this 510. Check this out. It just, you can literally just pull it out there. It's not a, yeah. So that was my only concern. Not that it should ever come out anyway, but let's say by screwing this, a new one in every now and then, it just happens to push out. I can see some possible problems in there. But besides the ugly fingers, please forgive me. I live in Vegas. It's very dry, and I always forget to use lotion like I should. I came from the coast where it was moisture all the time. So, go ahead and undo this coil. Just a beast. Then you got 2 O-rings here. And it does say 0.2 ohms, 140 to 190. And they're not kidding. They're not kidding. I'm telling you, if you try and vape it anywhere below 100, you're not going to get a good vape. This thing was designed to be run hard and put out wet. Alright, so put all that back together. Boom, 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 boom. We'll let you know. Full stop. Full stop. Good. Oh, say back up top here. Okay. Okay. So, this is a 25.3, so almost dead on 25 millimeter tank, which is why you didn't see me using it on their Aegis. It's not designed. I think the max you want to go on this is like 23 to 24. This is already 25. Almost kind of dwarfs it when you put it on there. But they got two current coils in the moment, 0.2 and 0.4. The 0.2 recommended 140 to 190. The 0.4, which is what I'm currently using, is actually recommended 120 to 170. I don't like to vape that high. 110 actually suits me fine on it, but that's just me. And I'll put all that back together later. So one of you is going to, in a later video, I will announce, but someone will be winning this along with some juice and some other stuff. Ooh. So, pros and cons. Pro for me, I'm going to tell you right now, excuse me. The pro for me here, normally it's not, but I love this drip tiff. It works, for some reason it just works very well on my lips. Anyway, puts out immense clouds, 110, 140 watts. I was just vaping it at 110. And here in a second, I'll even pump it up a little bit. But even with all the clouds, you don't, at least I don't, lose any of the flavor. So between the way they've designed this coil and the way they designed that wide bore with a small intake in the bottom, it does, you think with that wide bore, you think, you're going to get just buttloads of airflow, but you don't. You get just the right amount, in my opinion. And that's wide open. I don't prefer it closed off. I actually think wide open, you get the right amount. But I'm going to go ahead and crank it on up here. 160. Here we go. Now I don't know what that was just me coughing, still getting over chest cold. I don't know what wire they used at the Canthal or what they used in there, but I will say this. We even tried this on the DNA 167. Excuse me, anyway. But even trying it on the DNA, I've noticed, because at first I thought maybe it was this mod. But this mod typically fires right away, but I've noticed no matter what mod I put it on, you can press that fire button, but it's still going to take a little bit before it really kicks in and starts to give you that vapor. So it takes a good amount of time to wind up. So I don't know if that's just the diameter of the wire they used. That they used such a thick wire that it just takes so long to ramp up. So that would be the only con I actually have for this device. I like the way they did the drip tip. Love the way they did the airflow. The coils are kicking the flavor while still chucking the clouds. Awesome job. But the only downside, the only two cons I have, the other one was that 510. I don't like how that 510 is, where you can just kind of pull it out easy. It almost looks like it's just one of those, not even a 510. It almost looks like one of those, you know how the old stock coils, you were able to pull the little metal pin out, then the rubber stopper? That's what it reminds me of. And I'm just not a big fan of how that's designed. I would change that. If I were to change anything, I would change that on this. Other than that, I'm telling you, besides the slow ramp time and the 510, I've had no problem with the 510. No problem leaking. But I'd give this thing's a freaking beast. Good job. Really good job. Other than that, like I said, the only other thing I have left on the line, in case you missed it in one of the other videos, they actually do sell their own batteries. Not the longest lasting at 2600 mAh. Can't vouch for the 40 amps that they're claiming, but they're okay batteries. They're not as good as some of the higher ones, but I mean, I honestly don't remember off the top of my head how much these cost. But you can check it out at udivape.com. And the only thing I'll have left, but the video will probably be a week longer because I haven't really had a chance to truly test it, is their RDTA/RDA. I think they call it their Star tank. Let's see. I'll just put this up real quick. Yes, it is their Star tank. Yep. Oh, I like that pipe too. But anyway, back up. Here we go. If I've earned it, subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comment. Please be interactive. Let me know what you think. And look forward to the future videos because pretty soon I'll be announcing the giveaway that's going to include, I think I got 3 items so far that I've announced that are going to be. So there will be a video where I'm going to finally compile all that together. So keep watching. I appreciate everyone that does, the subscribers that have subscribed so far. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and have a safe, happy New Year's. Designated drivers, be safe, keep it cloudy, and I'm out.